Time when we settle all scores.
What makes you so confident you can defeat the Prime Minister?
One police station in 27 years. That's all he has to show.
Now people, that one ya hot, them say car pass a get hot ya so. Me think say election did done, but it not done yet. Now in the case of Andrew Holness versus Paul Buchanan. According to Member of Parliament for West Central St. Andrew, Paul Buchanan, the preliminary results bear no resemblance to the history and the data of the constituency. The man said the preliminary results bear no resemblance to the history and the data of the constituency.
This constituency has 13,400 voters, and never before has the Mollines division recorded the numbers we were seeing in any general elections. At DuPont in particular, the conflict in terms of the outturn or the outcome and the numbers, the preliminary numbers, could not be supported.
Mr. Buchanan alleges irregularities in PNP stronghold polling stations and claims there was a strange removal of several boxes.
Again, there we had significant numbers, so much so that after a visit by Andrew Holness yesterday, voting was ordered stop inexplicable. Is that there were some boxes over Seaward Drive or the Seaward School cluster that went to the polling station long after everywhere else in Jamaica, despite the fact that it was about 300 yards away or 300 meters away between Seaward School and the counting center. And when my attorney asked for an explanation, they said that the responsible person was sick. Now, we'll have to go into that as far as the sickness is concerned, or who was the responsible person, whether as a presiding officer. So the question will be asked. Again, at Drews Avenue, where another of our strong cluster of boxes, the pickup people took a route which is inexplicable. Instead of going straight from Mollines, coming up Mollines and go straight through to Bay Farm and Waltham to the counting center, they went through a hazardous path, a perilous path, down Olympic, to drop off 2 policewomen. And we have witnesses of all these things. And through a throng of JLP, crowd and all of that, to 3 Mile and then up.
Mr. Buchanan says he is gathering evidence and will report the matter to the EOJ within a week. So people, you hear that? Paul Buchanan decides say him I got challenge the results because it not sit right with him. I don't hear everything good when he say. I not have to repeat nothing when he say. I out of him mouth to not hear it. Because him named Paul Buchanan, him is the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew West Central. And from morning, from the ballot start count, Paul Buchanan and Andrew Holness face show up on the TV. People start say Paul Buchanan win. You hear me I tell you? Because Paul Buchanan was leading the race. And book now, Andrew Holness pass him out. The people them say no and say go. Paul Buchanan win. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I see enough people in the comment section and say watch out. That the ballot there for recount. Paul Buchanan versus Andrew Holness for recount. And that is what Paul Buchanan is saying right now. Him want a recount because that they not sit well with him. Seen? So people, listen out for the short. Anything me hear, me I go make no know, you know. Because as me say, it look like I say, election not done yet. It is start, people. So no sit back and relax. Because the whole cabinet out to get shuffled right now. Then if Andrew Holness lose his seat in a St. Andrew, What go on now, people? Somebody tell me. Will he remain as Prime Minister? Me not understand, because me no too know politics. Me can Google it still, but me like could not tell me in the comment section. Yo, Paul Buchanan going at Andrew Holness right now. Yeah, man, a big challenge out. So, make we see what go on in the name of Jesus, no people.
So a lot of people were asking what would happen if Andrew Holness had lost his seat last night. So Jamaica, they follow the Westminster Parliamentary like the UK and Canada. What happens when a Prime Minister loses his seat? He cannot be the PM. So in order for any politician to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, they have to have a constituency. They have to be a member of Parliament. So they could either be so by having a seat or be appointed by Senate. So how this works, let's say Andrew Holness didn't win his seat last night, there could be some options that could happen that would allow him to continue. One of the options would be they could run a by-election, which means, they do like a small election, try to get him a seat as a member of Parliament. They usually do that, or they would do that for a safe seat, something they could easily win so they could return to Parliament, or they would be appointed as senator. If none of those works, then the Governor General would have to appoint someone from the winning party to be the Prime Minister. So it would not be from the PNP. The PNP would still not be in power. It would have to be someone from the JLP party. I hope you understand this and I hope it helps.
Yeah, Jamaica, so I have some information. We always a reason, we always a thing. Because I realize the people them have this argument I say, Andrew Holness thief election, Andrew Holness thief election. So I wonder why. So, when I do research now, me see what I want. So, the reason why them say Andrew Holness a thief the election, cause them say they remember the man lead Andrew by miles. And they can't understand how in the end Andrew Holness come and win by such a large margin. But one them have to remember say, when the man did lead Andrew Holness by miles, me remember vividly the box, 85 bucks they count off. And you still have about how much left? About 17 bucks left for count off. You see it? Yeah, man. 85 bucks and I think you still have about 17 bucks left for count off. So watch you now. So the information we may get is that in the constituency Seaford primary, them said there was a polling station there. So this the person explained to me, so I come and tell you now. People who are accused and Jonas to thief the election were really going. Remember they say it must close at 5 o'clock. But what really happened, just like a bank, everybody who come 5 o'clock, you can't go it. Let's say you have a bank and the bank close 2:30. Once 2:30 come, you can't go inside the bank. But those who are inside have to finish to them transaction. If you understand what I mean. So when 5 o'clock come, them they close it off to anybody who wanted to come vote. You understand? But those who are inside them, they still in there and do them vote. So that was one of the things we hold up the process. Now, remember now people say, Seafort and Andrew Holness baby place, baby that. And the boss stronghold that. And the boss strong ground that a theme turf. And remember now Bedrock, where people them come on television and say, listen now, a board house we have, board house we have under the People's National Party government. I remember say Andrew Holness fix up the people them and give them house. Well look like Airbnb. Remember man? He come on television man, all people them love. So what he really happened, that was like a People's National Party turf. Strong zone. So when the people them realize say listen under the People's National Party government we're treated like trash. It's like nobody not care about with upliftment or elevation or enhancement. You see it? Andrew Holness see the cry. And make the people them have more proper modern house. You understand? So when people them don't know them switch allegiance. They switch allegiance in terms of they gave Andrew Holness their votes. So what now when all of them the box they come in, that is why Andrew Holness, you understand, surpass him. So that's the reason why, you understand, Andrew Holness end up passing. Because them the box they never come in. So when them box they do come in, remember all of them the box they belong to Andrew Holness. So that really go on, okay people? So I not thief election. You understand? So stop them crap there when I go around with. Stop them crap there. Understand what me I say?